All right, welcome. Oh wow, I'm looking crazy. How y'all doing? Just got off the plane. This one of them videos. We're gonna send this to the archive for sure. I'm gonna start my go live video, but hey, real talk is in the building. So we're dealing with real situations in real life. If wanna know, hey, what's going on? Facebook familiar family, what's up? This is Rob Hall. You're watching the Hall Street Journal, and I'm here with my brother, the national treasure, Mr. Clarence Sanders.
Good morning.
Good morning. I see my fam, Walter Stubbs. What's up, famo? Out there, from the Utica, New York, my hometown. It's always great to see y'all tuning in. This is all just preliminary stuff, getting ready for the new year, getting ready for the Hall Street Journal in 2018. It is going to be a different show. We just kind of like getting started, working out the situation, getting the marbles out. Just got off the plane, literally. That's why I look crazy. I was on a red eye last night from Los Angeles, from LAX. Spent the last few days out in Long Beach. Just checking out the West Side scene. There's something about Los Angeles. It's just it's a flavor. It's an air. It's an energy that's different. It's bigger than life. It's bigger than life in a different way than New York, but in a similar way. It's just LA, big city of dreams. So just got back from LA hanging out, and I just didn't want to miss the show. We're gonna have a shorter show today, but hey, we're here. We're gonna be consistent every Friday when you tap in. A lot of people are thinking about the new year. This is the last show of the 2017. Like I said, we only did a couple shows this month, but next time we have a show, next Friday, it will be 2018, and I'm interested in anybody who would like to call in and talk to us a little bit about what you learned in 2017, and what you are thinking about. What's your resolution? What's your decision? What's your direction? What's your inclination for 2018? Like, which way do you want to go? What do you want to do? How are you going to change your life? I was talking to a brother who was driving me in the Uber out in Long Beach, and I was talking about how, it's crazy to keep doing the same thing and expecting a different result. Or more pointedly, there's a lot of people, we live life, and I don't exclude myself from many of the principles that I believe in, where we want to have different things or have different outcomes in our lives, but we somehow expect that we can do the same thing everyone else does, and we're going to get a different result. You know what I mean? If you're on VoxWave.com, checking us out, we appreciate you for being here. If you're on Facebook Live, we appreciate you for being here. Call in 240-719-2560. But what I was saying is, we think that we can do the same thing and expect different results. Like we gonna actually engage in the exact same activity as everyone around us, and expect different results. And what I was sharing is, if you want different results than what everybody else has, then you have to do something that everybody else is not doing. So if they go left, you got to go right. They zig, you got to zag. They go up, you got to go down. They yin, you got yang. Because if you do what everyone else does, you're gonna get the exact same result. So, the question then becomes, what are we gonna do different in 2018? What are we gonna do different than we did in 2017? Like, I'm looking for some folks that are gonna be open, gonna be honest, gonna be raw, gonna be real, gonna straight up say, hey, listen, man, on yourself. Like, what am I gonna do different so that I can get a different result in 2018 than I had in 2017? This is an opportunity for us to reflect, for us to transition from where we was at to where we want to be. I see more and more family tuning in. I appreciate all y'all. My man Walter Stubbs said you got to mimic greatness, not failure. Absolutely. You got to mimic some greatness. So, there's three types of people that come into your life. There's heroes, models, and mentors, and you find greatness in heroes. If you say, listen, man, whatever you do, whatever your chosen occupation is, I don't know what it is you do, but if you just say to yourself, man, I'm going to do that on the level that Michael Jordan played basketball, or the way Michael Jackson entertained, that's the level I'm going to. What if I said, Rob Hall, if you could be as good a show host as Mike Tyson was a boxer, how good a show host would you be? That's mimicking this greatness. I don't have to actually mimic what they did, but the level that they operate on, we find heroes all around us in life that just do whatever they do on such a high level that they excite us. When we see them, we are amazed, and to see the discipline and the hard work and the giftedness and the talent, and I guess the question is, how many of us are getting into or thinking about ways that we can tap into our own giftings, our own talents, our own opportunities to grow and become and develop. It's so easy to just kind of like, be on the sideline and watch other people achieve greatness. It's so easy to be part of the peanut gallery and just buy your ticket, and sit in the seat and just watch Jordan dunk, It's so easy to just go to the show and just see Michael Jackson moonwalking, and, whatever he did that just took it to another level, when he started saying stuff you didn't even understand, Mama say, Mama sa, Mamaku sa. I don't even know what that means, but he did it with such passion. He did it with such power. He did it with such presence. He did it with such conviction that he took us on a ride and we went with him. And the ironic part is not just that we all say, oh, he took us on a ride and we reminisce, but what ride is it that we have inside us that we can be taking other people on? That's the real message. My brother Walter said it's easy to find excuses. Okay. Cuzzo Carl said, bring them on camera. Yeah, you know what? I'm not exactly sure what that means. Let me do a little bit better here. Mr. Sanders is right here. Our engineer, Brother Ron. Y'all hear that good music in the back? Yeah. I like a little music in the background, keep a little flavor, keep a little rhythm. You know how brothers is. We just got, I just got a rhythm in me, so I like a little music in the back. But yeah, it's easy to find excuses. And that's something else. That's something I want to do, and just really be someone who takes action. Action. You can't just dream. I know people who have talked themselves into a frenzy, Mr. Sanders.
Yes, sir.
They've talked themselves into a frenzy. They ain't done nothing. Just want to talk about what they want to do, what they was going to do. Wait a minute, I want to lose this. Jay Sharp, my man. He's a man of action. Dream big. In 2017, I produced my own American football cleat. Only one of two black men that have done this. Hey, there it is. You got a brother with a football cleat that he's producing. Look, we got people We all had the afros, Brother Ron, and we wasn't producing any afro pics. Now, you know good and well every day in America, there are brothers running around with football cleats. And here we finally got a second brother that came out and said, let me manufacture a cleat knowing good and well we wear them. So, hey, Jay, how can we get those cleats, man? We need the name of those cleats. I apologize. I'm coughing. But, hey, this is real talk. We in the building. When we come in here every week, we going to come straight, raw, however it is, whatever it is. Need a haircut. Just got off the airplane. You promoting football cleats on the spot. I need to know the name of them football cleats. And if you got a son or a daughter or anybody's playing any kind of sport, they need some cleats, you need to get them from my man Jay Sharp. My man Self Bridges in the building. Oh, that's to bring him on camera. They didn't say that. I'm tripping. My bad, cuzzo. All right. See, I don't know what I'm doing on Facebook. The number to the show, 240-719-2560. You can call in live. Let's go. Self Bridges in the building. Yes. Be your art. Be your art. Reggie Williams said that. I had a teacher in the 7th grade. His name was Mr. Searson. And Mr. Searson told me something that stuck with me. He said, Rob Hall, everything you do is a portrait, is a self-portrait of who you are. He said, Bobby Hall, I got some water. Thank you.
Appreciate it.
I can look at what you do and see who you are. Don't ever paint a bad picture of yourself. Don't ever. He told me that in the 7th grade, and I never forgot it. He said, Bobby Hall, don't ever paint a bad picture of yourself. And the question before the audience today is, what kind of picture are you going to paint of yourself in 2018? Okay, I think I got the name of it's Innate International Sports Gear that's based out of Dubai. Innate Sport. That's the letter N, the number 8, sport.com. Go out there and get them cleats. Get them Innate Sport cleats. You don't have to buy Nike or Under Armour. You can get Innate Sports. As a brother who producing cleats, and he's a coach, and he knows the game. I know, and he's all about quality. That's Jay Sharp. I've been knowing that man for 20 years from Howard University days. I know if he put his hand on it, he ain't playing with it. All right. Mr. Stetson was awesome. He was Mr. Searson. Yeah, Mr. Searson was a photographer. Yo, Walter Stubbs, bear witness. Remember Mr. Searson. We remember those coaches and teachers, who really did what they did because they really had a passion for what they were doing. I remember he was close on the final list of the teachers that they were looking to go up on the Space Shuttle Challenger. And we were so disappointed. And then we were horrified when we watched the Challenger blow up, and all the brave Americans who lost their lives there. We could have lost Mr. Searson in that, but everything happens for a reason, and I'm just thankful for all the blessings that we had in life. Nah, you have to call me back. All right, so the running shoe comes out 2018 for Innate Sports. Make sure y'all check that out. Mr. Sanders, I'm going to let you get in here.
Okay, I was driving down the highway and listening to the radio many years ago, and someone came on the air and said that there are untapped resources in us. A lot of the resources that are untapped on, we don't even realize what they are. But God, the Creator, has given you creative ability. That's a power. And I used to say to myself that I could not accomplish much of anything with my life, feeding negatives to myself. And I had a very low self-esteem.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't like school, sitting in class, so I played hooky and I didn't study. And I made bad grades. and I stayed behind 2 years in the 8th grade. But now I have an equivalency to a bachelor's degree from all the schools that I've been to. I've been at Franklin University studying to be a CPA.
So you can turn it around.
You got to turn it around rather than feed yourself negatives and allow other people to feed you negatives. You feed yourself positives, or take the negatives and turn them into positives.
Right. Yeah, remind me of, was it, who knows, how many people in the audience know, I don't know if it was Michelangelo or Leonardo da Vinci, but a famous artist who could not paint hands. He had a great difficulty painting hands, and then he just took like a whole year, and his absolute focus was painting hands. That's all he did. And then as a result, of course, he became one of the best hands. His hands became amazing aspects of his paintings that people study. But originally, started out as a difficulty. So many stories like that. All you got to do is apply yourself and get it cranking. Walter Stubbs said, "I remember that like it was yesterday." When we was talking about when we lost the folks in the Space Shuttle Challenger. That we were about seventh. I was in like 7th grade, and just to watch that happen, absolute shock and trying to process what we saw in front of us live on television as children and to see a school teacher lose her life, and it was something else to go through that. But so what are we gonna do in the new year? What's the resolution? What's our reflection from last year? What are we doing in the new year? I don't want to talk about me. I want to talk about you. So give us a call. Call in 240-719-2560. You're gonna go straight on, live on the air. Hall Street Journal. Real talk in the building. Who's ready to get serious about what you're going to do different in 2018 versus what you did in 2017? That's what it's about. Real talk. If you got questions, topics you want to talk about. Oh, wait a minute. Man of God jumped in. Reginald Williams said, God's word says, in the beginning, he created, and his word also said, we were created in his image. That means that we have been created to create. Stand on who we are in 2018. So, stand on who you are as a creator.
Yeah.
That means it goes right to what you were saying, Mr. Sanders.
Yeah.
We're creators.
Right.
Hey, guess what I'm going to do in 2018? I have a little skill set that I've been neglected that makes me feel close to God. Which is doing leather work. I'm a master leather worker, and I've not been doing it for a few years. But one of my resolutions in 2018 is to get back into that. Yeah. And one of the reasons for me is I say when I do leather work, I feel close to God because it says in Genesis, Brother Reggie, that when Adam and Eve realized they was naked, God, they didn't go hiding with no fig leaves. That's what they drew on the picture. Adam and Eve realized they was naked. God made them clothes out of leather. It's right there in the Bible, reading Genesis. So God is the first leather worker. So I'm gonna get back into my leather work to improve my faith walk. Yes, it's crazy, right? We come up with anything. So that's one of my resolutions. I'm doing that in 2018. What about you, Mr. Sanders?
I think about what I read many years ago in the Word. It said, "Be ye transformed by the renewing of the mind." If we eliminate a lot of negative, foolishness, nonsense, and what would not help us grow spiritually, intellectually, or physically, I don't deal with it from now on.
So we're gonna ignore some of this negative energy. Yeah, that's always something to do. That's the New Year's thing to refocus on. But it's always something to do. We talked about last week having an attitude of gratitude. People just kind of get in it instead of looking at what you don't have. Look at what you do have. Focus on what you do have. Focus on the blessings that are there. And we can get wrapped up all day talking about what we don't have. We could look at something that's 98% of what it's supposed to be, and we'll spend all our time talking about the 2% that is not, instead of being thankful for what we have. So that's something else that we want to try to lead that type of thinking in 2017. I have personally been blessed by that, and even in my relationships, I've just had a personal experience lately with someone I was in a relationship with that was an amazing person, and we both went through some new transformations as people by learning to be grateful, and we have a better relationship than we've ever had simply because we learned to be grateful for one another, who we are in one another's lives. Not who we. Sometimes we think we want to be in relationships with people in certain ways, and those aren't the ways that they're meant to be, and it comes with all type of pressure and stress. But when we just let things be what they're naturally and divinely inclined to be, and be thankful for the positive as they are, it just transforms, the nature of those relationships. So I'm trying to take that. I learned that lesson so powerfully in with that circumstance that I'm trying to carry that in the other circumstances where I'm just like, forget what it's not. Let me focus in and be thankful for what it is.
Thank you.
And that by itself is a blessing. So 2017 reflections, 2018 resolutions. Call in 240-719-2560. I see some comments. Got a call in. Hello, you on the Hall Street Journal. What's good? Who is this?
Hey, what's up? It's Walter Stubbs calling from Utica. I was just watching the show, decided to call in.
Oh, man, what's going on, Walt?
Hey, how you doing, man?
Man, I'm blessed, man. I appreciate you for calling, man. This
y'all looking good on there, man. Y'all looking good and y'all sound good.
Man,
Thank you. Thank you very much. We
Absolutely.
appreciate that, man.
Man, and Mr. Sanders came, being a friend that he is, drove and picked me up from the airport. I just got off a flight, so I was just like, man, I have no preparation. But, the whole point of this show, Walt, is just to be, it's real talk, just real people, real conversations.
I tuned in before, man. I tuned in a few times, man. I like his show. I got a new phone, forgot the programming, man, and now I got his alerts again. I got him in again.
So what you got going on, man? What's going on in you?
Just doing my thing. I do a lot of eBay stuff, do a lot of not real estate, but estate sales, and I do auctions and stuff. I sell stuff on eBay all the time. That's what I do.
Okay, that's entrepreneurship. Mr. Sanders was just talking to me about eBay.
Yeah, man, eBay's awesome, bro. It's a tool. That's what I was calling to actually kind of to talk about, bro.
Okay. What were you sharing?
Just throwing that tool out there. People got to check it out for 2018, man. It's not hard to make money on eBay. It's very easy. You know what I mean? If I could do it, anybody can do it.
So now, Mr. Sanders, I know you got a bunch of stuff. Mr. Sanders just got some awesome stuff at his house, and he was talking about some paintings and all types of sports.
That's what I mean. Everybody knows somebody that has something that they want to get rid of, or they need money, or want to turn it around, or even just find the value of it. That's what I do for people too. I appraise things. I just research things.
Wow.
It branches out into all different directions. I like that, and it's a lot of networking. You meet a lot of people.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I like auctions and stuff. I like going to estate sales.
So how?
And I incorporate my family into that. It's another thing. It's like buying a home business. You got your whole family can get involved. My wife packages, helps me package everything. My son goes shopping with me everywhere. She goes garage selling and stuff with me. It gives us stuff to do too.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So I'm just trying to put that out there for some people. It gives you a little way of life, a little change of life. Like you said, people want to change. People want to do something different. People want to do better, but they got to make changes. And this is an easy change to make.
So Walt is introducing a vehicle that a lot of us have heard about. I've heard about it, but if you're not as tech savvy as some people, maybe you don't.
You don't have to be. All you gotta do is have a phone, bro. Now you don't have to be tech savvy. That's the thing. It used to be that way. Now you just need a cell phone. You need a little smartphone, and you're good. You download the app, and it walk you through how to sell something. They want you to sell.
Right. They try to make it easy.
Yeah, bro. They make it as easy as possible. Trust.
Wow.
Yep. I could show somebody how to put something on eBay in 5 minutes, man.
Wow.
You know what I mean? Literally 5 minutes.
Man, you might have a business inside the business, which is just to show people how to get started.
Yeah, I just thought about that when I said it. I swear to God. That's so crazy. When I said it, I swear I heard the same thing you heard, bro.
I mean, it can be something as simple as a YouTube video or something that people go, hey, here's a guy who is like, listen, all you need is a phone, how you get started on eBay.
Right.
Stuff,
Yeah,
check this out. This is going to help you get
easy.
started in the new year.
Yep. It gave me a nice way. It gave me a nice little lifestyle. I'm comfortable. I have, it's good when you can eat what you want when you want it. That's what my father always taught me.
Ooh, I like that.
You know what I mean? My dad said, I always said, Dad, you good? You got, Dad, are we rich? Well, I can eat what I want to eat when I want to eat it.
I'm going to use that one. You can eat what you want when you want it.
That's what he calls rich. That's rich to some people.
Hey, that works. That was a lot. Hey, listen, there's a lot of people on the earth that can't. Most people on the earth cannot. So I would qualify that as accurately a determination of level of wealth. Mr. Sanders over here about to bust open. I'm gonna let him get this out.
Based on what we are talking about now, I asked my mother down in Florida. That's where I'm from originally. And I asked my wife, I said, if you're going in a certain direction and you're not making any headway, what do you do? And my mother didn't know. And I told her, I said, Mom, you change your direction. And I asked my wife, and so now she's saying, after I asked her again, she said, well, what do you do if you're not making any headway? You're not making any progress? What did you do? She said, change my direction.
Absolutely. So here's a direction change. If you got stuff laying around in the crib, or if you got some get up and go and you call a lot of us say we hustlers, well, what are we doing? What's your hustle? How are you getting involved? What are you getting out there? eBay.
That's a legal hustle. That's the thing.
There it is. It's a legal hustle.
That's
eBay
right.
is...
Anybody that did their thing back in the day can apply them skills, I guess you could call them a skill,
right,
to something that's prosperous and real.
Well, let me ask you a question, man. What type of margins do people can they realistically expect? Like, they going out, they copping stuff at, the estate sale.
What you do, what I do, I go out, I go to some estate sales, I have my phone in my hand, and I have my eBay app open. And I can just punch in what I'm looking at and see what it actually sold for, so I know what its value is, and then I know what I'm going to make.
Oh.
It's not even a guessing game, really. It's a wait game maybe sometimes because you got to wait for somebody to buy it.
Right.
But you got to wait for money all the time, anyways. It'll come. It comes.
Wow.
I'm telling you.
So
I look at something, I might see it, and I might not know nothing about it, and I'll learn everything about it just because it's worth learning. You know what I mean? So you're always educating yourself at the same time. There's a lot of perks to it. You keep your brain fresh.
Right. So basically,
people come to me all the time wondering what this is worth, what that is worth. Like I haven't been doing it all my life, but when you know something, you know something. When you like something, and it's something I like too. I'm interested in it. There's always something because I've sold electronics. I've sold furnaces.
Wow.
But I mean, I've sold toys. I've sold a lot of different things all over all different areas. But I learned about each thing as I did it, so I don't have to learn again. So when I see it, I know what it's worth. Well, after a while, it just comes like that.
Right. Well, you've had
like you said, it becomes a lifestyle.
Exactly. Well, you've had personal experiences that help inform your ability to value an item. But you just hit something right on the head, which is you don't have to guess. You can go in the app and see what that actual item has actually sold for, and have a real feel for the market value, and have a real clarity about what type of return on your investment you're looking at. Now, typically,
exactly.
Are you looking
and if you run into the same or similar things, you already know.
Right. So
and you just build on that. You build on that.
So are you typically looking for, like, to buy at?
I like antiques. I like old stuff personally. I'm into it, but I like going to real estate. I into estate sales. I like going to auctions. I love garage sales. Man, my friend found a little cookbook, a little Amish cookbook, I believe it was. Sold it. He bought it for $3. He had put it on eBay, listed it. He had no clue what he had. He sells a lot of paper products and stuff, a lot of postcards, old postcards and stuff. That's what he's into. So he listed this thing and he paid $3 for it. It ended up selling for $5,000.
Good gracious.
$5,000. That hooked me kind of right there.
Yeah.
That guy, he kind of hooked me on this. It was one of my vendors. I had a little flea market, and he kind of taught me a little bit, and that's why I just took off from there.
$5,000 for a $3 cookbook.
Oh yeah, the other day I bought a fryer, man. I bought a fryer for $300. I sold it for $2,700.
Good gracious.
Wow.
It's an automatic easy fryer. It does everything by itself. I just had to clean it up.
Yeah, see, they call that's a nice lick.
Yeah, bro, it made Christmas better. It made Christmas better. And a lot of it's just like, it is like little, I mean, it's like little gifts from God or something, man, because sometimes it just happens when I need it. Everything just falls into place. When you do the right things happen to you.
Wow.
I love that.
I love it too, man. And I like that's the title, right? Little gifts from God.
Yeah, man, that's what it is, man. I thank God all the time. I give a lot of my stuff away to my family, but that comes back tenfold all the time, too. I believe in that, you know what I mean? Karma and all that stuff. It always comes back.
Well, we need to stay connected, man, because I think just from hearing about what you've been able to do and some of the other people have been able to do, it's just great to have those insights, because a lot of times we don't do stuff because we're afraid. We just don't. It's natural.
A lot of people, I don't know
understand.
nothing about that. I don't know, man. I'm not tech savvy. I don't know about this. Man, it's not. You don't know because you didn't try. Right. You don't know because you didn't even attempt.
Right.
You know what I mean? Don't close yourself down because you don't know. Everybody don't know till you do.
Right.
You know what I mean? You don't know nothing till you know it, till you learn.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The world, I don't know. This world, it seems like, I don't know, it's changing. This year especially, man. I see a lot of anger, a lot of people against people for nothing. A lot of pain, a lot of frustration. It's too political now.
Right.
Too political. I'm sick of politics, bro.
Hey, that's why. Hey, well, I don't even have a television in my house.
I turned my cable off in the middle of last year. I don't want to watch it no more.
Nah,
I was stuck on CNN and Fox. I go back and forth because I want to know both sides of the story.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm open to that. If independents could vote in the primaries, that's what I'd be. That's
Absolutely.
what I'd be. But I mean, it's just too much, man. It stresses you out. You sit there and you just listen to bad, and after a while, that's how you start feeling.
Exactly.
Right.
Well,
you know what I mean? That negativity rubs right into you, man. It rubs right into you, and it rubs off you onto other people.
Wow.
And it just spreads.
It's infectious, and that's why I don't allow television in my house, because I feel like it's somebody influencing me. Just subconsciously, constantly.
That's what it is. You don't even know it. You don't even know, and you got a feeling. Your emotions change, and you don't even know why.
Right.
Yep, I know. I felt that gloom in the house. I'm like, turn that off. Or I walk by my mom watching freaking murder shows, and I'm like, oh, all this death and murder and killing and these live murder shows. Who wants to watch that all the time? They just push all that bad stuff in everybody's head, and then bad stuff comes out of everybody.
Right, and then the other shows is all Walking Dead and
that's
witchcraft.
what I mean. It's all about struggling, and it makes you feel like you're struggling. It just puts you in a deeper sense of that struggle, the regular struggle. It's just not a good thing, I don't think.
Yeah, I mean it's always great to surround yourself with positivity, People are like, well, Rob, what do? You don't have a television. Well, I'll go on YouTube and just find, like, inspirational speeches and talks or videos, or it can be inspirational or informational. That's what I'm looking for. Something that's going to teach me, help me learn, grow, or something that's going to inspire me to overcome.
One of the worst things I think right now, is that people call it good, but I think it's bad. A lot of people got into politics within this past year. They jumped on the bandwagon,
right?
One side or the other. Right. A lot of people did it. But the thing is, a lot of young people and a lot of people that just did it, just started, are poisoned from the get, man, because it's a bad system this year. I mean, it started out bad, and if you jumped in it in this bad, this is your normal now. Your normal is talking people down, making people feel like like they're outcasts.
Right, a polarizing atmosphere.
Yeah, it's horrible, man. It's becoming the normal, and it's becoming scary. It's becoming scary. I got grandkids. I got my grandson downstairs right now. You know, I'm looking at his future. I'm like, wow. I don't know what's going to happen in this world because these politics things. This is serious. This is serious. This is wars. These are wars. These are famine. These are murders. You know,
right.
Murder, genocide. A lot of stuff's happening on this planet now. Because of politics.
Well, you know, to me, the key with politics is education, and not.
It seems like it isn't the key to nobody else, though. Yeah. I mean, God, education. It seems like it's missing out of there. I mean, even I don't want to talk down about our president, but he doesn't sound too educated when he talks.
No.
He's rich.
Right.
That don't make you smart.
Well, I mean, the whole point is, you know, even absent him, we have as citizens. I'm not even talking about book education. I'm not talking about, you know, doctoral degrees.
Okay, all right.
What I'm talking about
Experience.
is a civic responsibility. We have a civic responsibility to understand the principles and theories of government. We've abdicated our responsibility to understand the system in which we live. And so, you know, that's why early on when the founding fathers were initially having some of these conversations, they only wanted certain classes of people to participate in the process because they understood how impactful an uneducated, unlearned populace would be to have that authority in their hands and make decisions from the place of ignorance. And, you get the types of results that we're seeing now on both sides of the aisle.
The stalemate.
Yeah, people don't even understand the theoretical principles behind how the government was formed. So, you know, it's one thing to talk about the Constitution and also to keep yourself honest in your discussion. You know, for instance, I think if I look at an issue like health care, when people talk about a constitutional right to health care, well, apparently you have not read the Constitution. That's not in the Constitution.
Right, absolutely.
That's not enumerated in the Constitution. But people will call it a constitutional
right.
right.
The thing is, a lot of people will call that Constitution very antiquated. It's old. I mean, things got to change. You know what I mean? You can't. I mean, we live by the Bible.
Right.
I understand that's law, but that's religion. Like you said, we have a civil responsibility to our people too. Times changed since then.
Well,
we're not building cabins for our neighbor. We're not throwing up houses to make neighborhoods and stuff. We're developed right now. It's kind of, you know, we got changes to make to that Constitution, I believe. That's personal, you know what I mean?
No, I agree. And anyone who's read the Constitution knows that
there's a lot of bad stuff
founding,
in there, bro.
the founding fathers actually knew that the Constitution would need to change, which is why they allowed for amendments to the Constitution and practice what they preach by immediately making the first amendments to the Constitution right after they created the Bill of Rights.
But you got a lot of them politicians, them hardcore politicians that won't bend them words. They won't change a word. They'd rather leave it just the way it is because it fits their way. It fits their lifestyle.
Right, and the reality is that the changes in the Constitution are not determined by the politicians. They're determined by the people who elect the politicians, because the Constitution was designed for the power to be with the people. But
that's where money twists everything up, man. They get hired by us to represent us, but they can also corrupt. Corruption's big.
Absolutely, but
I mean,
even the money,
the smallest form is huge. The smallest form, you know, you need a mortgage payment, and you get that mortgage payment because you're making a different decision than you normally would. That's big.
I agree, and even the money that's corrupting the politics still comes from the people. The corporations' money comes from the people.
Absolutely. But that's the trick, man. We're trapped in that. We're trapped in the corporate world. That's how it is now. Like I said, my times change. Times change. It's not no mom and pop stores. It's big Walmarts. It's big BJ's. It's big places now.
And all those big companies. I mean, to me, I guess what I'm trying to say, is that we have authority that we don't realize, and it's easier say, oh, it's all the conspiracies, it's everybody else. It's really the man in the mirror. It's the woman in the mirror.
I signed so many petitions, bro. Sometimes I'm online for 5 hours just having to vent, going to these directions, these areas which I need to make a change. I need to say something to my representative, And up here, my representative is not actually my representative to me because it's a Republican person, but I still write to that person all the time.
Right.
All the time.
He still has a responsibility
if you're going to talk the talk, you got to walk the walk. Only thing I'm not doing is standing on the corner picketing. Maybe that'll come later on, but I ain't done that yet.
Well, to the extent that it's necessary, but to me, I always say, every time something happens, we want to have a boycott and a march, and I ain't got nothing wrong with boycotts and marches, but there's more to it than that.
Yeah, I know. I can't be all emotions. You got to use your brain.
Yeah, sometimes you just out there yelling and screaming, but there's more to it. I mean, when Dr. King was assassinated, he was talking about things that were actively impacting the economics. Yep. He had started talking about that bad check that was written. And so he was dealing with another element of it. It wasn't just all the moral side. It was also understanding the macroeconomic movements that, can impact. I mean, the Montgomery bus boycott was not just a moral victory.
Right.
He hit him in the pocket.
But I think especially you think about Black Wall Street and stuff like that. This country makes you afraid to be successful if you're not in a certain a circle of people or something. They don't want you to be successful.
No.
You know what I mean? That's how it's crazy here, man. That was just the biggest, worst massacre ever, and I never heard about it till last year.
Yeah, it was, and it's really been.
My friend said you got to look this up. I looked it up. I was like, nah, this ain't real. This couldn't be real. There's no way. And then, wow. And then it just didn't happen, bro. I can't believe that. So that's what I'm saying. I feel like that almost. I mean, maybe it's to the extreme a little bit, but I'm like, dang, what can't this government do? You know what I mean? They're doing stuff now that I'm like, holy crap, how aren't they getting stopped? Right. I don't understand this.
Right.
You say the people, they elected the people. They elect them, but after you elect that person, man, you got to watch who you elect.
Yeah.
Watch who you elect.
Well, political strategy is something that we need to, I think, rethink personally. I don't like the way all our eggs tend to be in one basket, and that's why we're either in or we're out.
Yeah, I don't like that, man. That's what I'm saying. It seems so good. Everybody's gung ho for it, or they're not in it at all. They're on one side or the other. I hate that. I mean, that's horrible. That's why I said, I watch both channels. Can't nobody come up to me and say, well, did you hear about this? Yeah, I heard about it. And I heard about it in both perspectives. You know what I mean? So now here's my output on it, what I think about it. I don't just judge by one side.
Right.
No way. No way in the world. And it's everybody's twist stuff to make themselves sound better.
Totally
a lot of
agree.
people do.
Yeah, absolutely.
And,
I mean,
you can't go by one side.
I'm a registered Republican who held his nose and voted for Hillary.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. To have to do that is crazy. But like I'm a Democrat. I'd vote for a Republican. I voted for a couple Republicans here.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? I voted for a couple of local Republicans because they're better. That's the only reason. They do better. And that's how it should be, not just because they're on my side.
Right. I'm a registered Republican who voted for Hillary and really wanted Bernie Sanders to win.
Me too. I wanted Bernie to be there, man. Call him Uncle Bernie.
Yeah, man.
Good old Uncle Bernie.
Just because he was authentic and he was knowledgeable and he was passionate. And,
yeah, very, very, very. All of the above. I agree.
It was logical, and I just man, listen, I don't agree with everything he says. I don't agree with everything anybody says, but the character of the man was something that I admired and respected, and there's nothing about my political registration that would allow me to overstep that.
Humanity's first, man. Humanity's first.
Right.
Not political. Your political status is not, or your standings is not as important as caring and loving and your fellow man. And
you're a citizen first.
That all went out the window these past couple of years, man.
You're a citizen first. That's real talk, man.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I had to kind of twist it and bend your show a little.
Nah, listen, look, we talk about news and politics. We talk about family and relationships.
This New Year's, you keep your mind open. That's all you gotta do. You open your mind up, things will change. You gotta try change, like you said.
Right, you gotta be open to it all.
Nothing's gonna change. You don't do nothing different, nothing will happen different.
All right, so basically now we got our own Hall Street Journal advisor on all things related to the eBay movement, Mr. Walter Stubbs.
Antiques, I'm all into antiques, man.
In the antiques, the man who eats what he wants when he wants.
The rich man.
If you want to be like Walter Stubbs and eat what you want when you want, you need to stay plugged into the Hall Street Journal because we now see this is all about collectively we all have information that we're here to educate, edify, enlighten, and entertain. There was information this morning that is gonna bless somebody on YouTube and maybe give somebody that push to go into eBay and make some extra funds, maybe to send their kids to college that really came today through Walter, right?
Absolutely.
You got me thinking about. Wait a minute.
That'd be a nice outcome for this, bro. I feel good about that.
Yeah, man. You don't know the impact you can have on people in the world, man. So I appreciate you for giving us a call. I know we started the show late, but we're gonna have to wrap up soon.
One last little statement from Stubby out there.
Say again?
To all the men, the young men in this world, they got responsibilities. What one man won't do, another man will.
Amen.
So take care of your girl, take care of your mom, take care of your sisters, so they ain't got to count on no other person or get used and abused by somebody else. You know what I mean?
Real talk.
He always said that. Well, one man won't do, another man will. Better be careful.
Yeah.
Okay.
well, see, and that's when we get into family relationships. We're gonna start talking about, our interrelationships with the women in our lives.
Oh, I love my wife, man. It's been 18 years, bro, and I love her more than the first day, bro. That's my heart, my life.
Wow.
Couldn't imagine without her, boy. Couldn't imagine it.
Well, I was talking to a sister today. I was like, because you are a virtuous woman, your husband is blessed, and what happens is when you got a good woman in your life, the whole becomes greater than the sum of the parts.
That's right.
One and one becomes
so good
three.
With her, man. I feel you.
Yeah.
We fill in each other's blanks.
Right.
You know what I mean? Shoot.
Right.
That's what we do. I cook, she cleans.
Absolutely.
Hey. Brother, it's been nice talking to you, man. Real nice. I'm going to call in again, obviously. I got your number now.
Okay.
And you should put that number somewhere where people can see it through the whole show.
Okay, all right. It's right behind me, too.
I wanted to call. I was waiting for you to say it again.
Oh, okay. Oh, right. Nobody else got a chance to call in. All right, so next week, we're going to be here at 10:30. I'm going to start wrapping up. I thank you, Walter, for calling in, man. You made the show interesting today. Jay Sharp, my man Jay Sharp in Dubai, is looking to network with you, man.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here, man. I'll put some info up on here.
Okay. He in there on the feed, too, but I'm going to make sure y'all connect. Walt from my hometown, Jay from the Mecca Howard University family, and this is what it's all about. Real talk. We in the building. We connected, and we're bridging the gaps, and as a family, as a community, we all going to do better, and he's inspired us all in 2018 to tap into that eBay game, man. Thanks a lot, brother.
All right, man. Y'all take care. Have a great year. Have a blessed year.
You too, fam.
All right.
Mr. Sanders.
One thing I realized, family and true friends. But when it comes to family and the home or the house, true love make a house a home.
Wow.
True love make a house a home. If there's no true love there, that house cannot be a home.
And you can tell when a man is living a life where he got true love. And that is a blessing, man. That's a blessing. So we got some great wisdom today. Hey, all of this is part of what the Hall Street Journal is about. We are here to deal with the whole man, the whole woman, the whole person. So family relationships, news and politics, money and finance, You know, we want to deal with faith and spirituality, health and fitness. We're here to talk about all of it. And hey, there's my brother Jimmy. Came on. Thanks a lot, Jimmy, for checking us out. We just appreciate y'all for checking out the show. We're going to be here for an hour every Friday with different show topics, different things we're going to jump into, get into here on VoxWave.com. Then you'll be able to call in at 240-719-2560. We'll make sure there's more opportunities for you to call in and make your voice heard here on the Hall Street Journal. Real talk in the building. Y'all have a blessed week.
Man, that was all right.